I don't know if it's like evident to the masses, like maybe they haven't kind of thought about it, but it's evident to me that the matriarchy has largely taken over. And it might sound scary because it's like the archetype has been largely like misrepresented in the form of like the horror Babylon, which is like a woman who wants to like drain your money and drain your sexual energy for Moloch, which is the god that requires child sacrifice for his power. And the whole thing with like the Epstein files is like, I think they waited a long time to release them because I think that a lot of them had to disappear. They had to go underground. Think about it. They're not physically going to jail, but these people can't be spotted in day-to-day life anymore. So in a sense, like they are in jail because they can't be physically spotted in real life. They can't live on this heaven on earth that the matriarchy has an agenda to create, to bring back. It should, I should say. Um and it's not like this against that. It's just marrying of the consciousnesses. Like if a man doesn't listen to a woman, you know how these like dudes become gay and they get weird and stuff, and like all of these other avenues to try to usurp the covenant of Christ. Like I'm only saying this not as like a Christian but as like a scientist or a journalist. I only see that people who tried to do anything to usurp the covenant of Christ, it's only data, it's only science. These people end up going insane. They get STDs, they die from drugs, or they go insane before they get STDs and die from drugs. So, this is why I'm saying that the authority under Christ is the only authority that you can have clear salvation through. If you try to do it any other way, it might like work for you for a while because perhaps your ancestors did the same thing, but I think as time goes on you're going to find that it no longer works and you're a incel, which is an involuntary celibate person. You can't like create with the general public. A lot of narcissists end up going crazy. People end up going crazy. So I'm not saying this as like a Christian person. I'm saying it as like a researcher who has been diving into the Crowley cult. I went head first into New Age. A lot of it turned into Scientology, and I don't know. Jews are different. They're like, what? They're fine. I don't know. They're okay. But yeah, people that like deny the salvation of Christ, they end up going insane eventually. And they can sometimes like pour a bunch of glitter on top of a pile of shit. Look at my artwork, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm a content creator. I create all this content. And it doesn't really make up for the fact that this is all just a glitter on top of a pile of shit. And I mean literally, like not literally, because glitter on a pile of shit is not literally happening. Metaphorically, it's glitter on top of. Anyways, the matriarch is like largely taken over, and it's like not the feminist culture of the past because those women are insane. The feminists of the past are insane people. They're super anti-man, anti-masculine. We're not talking about them, and it happened kind of quietly. It happens quietly, happens slowly, because the covenant with Christ is obviously for the woman. God split himself into two, creating man and woman. And then the twin brothers, Enki and Enlil. I mean, so it's a bit of a Gnostic teaching. These are, you can like take it from me or you can just look out into day-to-day life. They're the brother without the other brother or the brother without the female, they go insane. they push themselves into a corner. If they don't go insane, they find salvation through Christ. It's just data, it's just science. They find salvation through Christ before they go completely insane. The problem is when people go completely insane and they're still getting money for it, that's the devil's kingdom. And the devil's kingdom is not very profitable anymore. There's something happening where my life is a testimony. The clean money is like good money. Clean money, good money, clean money. All my money is clean. Before I repented to Christ, I had to lose everything in my automated life. I was like a automaton in the matrix, right? I was on autopilot. So I had money and resources on autopilot. And then when I came to Christ, it was like everything got removed and then it was like intentional money. Now my landlords are people that I like and I trust. My employer is somebody that I like and I trust. All of my clients are people that I like and I trust. This is very much characteristic of the matriarchy. It's no more dirty money. My money is not dirty anymore. There's no debt, there's no nothing. My money is not dirty. This is very much the economy of the matriarchy. It's no dirty money. And I could go on and on about that sentiment because a lot of these dudes in this world have dirty ass fucking money. Excuse my language. They've got dirty ass money. They think that they have to be the almighty savior of some other stupid person's emotions. You are not the savior of someone's emotions, by the way. Like you don't, it's not your job to regulate other people's emotions. If you find yourself in a position where you feel like you have to regulate someone else's emotions for money, that's dirty money, dude. It's dirty ass money. And that shit's all going bye-bye. I think the numbers on the channel are dwindling. Numbers on across all platforms are dwindling because I think people would rather listen to a message of doom and gloom. They would rather me say life is terrible. It's not. I'm doing great. Granted, I haven't enjoyed my life my entire life. In fact, I think my life started at 35. I'm 36 now. I think my life started around age 35. And I'm 36 now. And it comes with a new level of problems. I don't want my parents to die. I don't give a fuck about the money that they can give me. I don't care. I don't want my parents to die. They might, but I don't want them to. I don't believe in a covenant of death. I also have wizard grandpas. So my introduction into death was through wizards. They were like, it's not real. So I've never had a bad relationship with death. I don't believe in death. I don't believe in a permanent separation. So, still, I don't want to be separated from my loved ones in this lifetime. This is the covenant of life. That is what the mother is bringing back. You're going to see things that you could have never imagined before because it's the return of the authority of the female over the male. And unfortunately, this had to happen because unfortunately, the male without the female, what do you get? Gay shit. You get cults. You get Crowley bullshit. You get Bob Osborne bullshit. You get Zenor bullshit. You get freaking women, or you get men wearing wigs pretending that they're women. You get technocracy. You get life extension technology outside of love. These people want to live forever without having love. Love will give you perfect health, by the way. This is what you get. And the mother comes back around, it seems, to set the story straight. She says, "You're mine now. You're done. It's over. You gave me an invitation to go into your decrepit nature." This is why women do not choose narcissists anymore. No matter how much money, no matter how much stability a man can give a female, she will not partner with a narcissist. The answer is no. This is the matriarchy returning. The answer is no. And then also, we've got you in the palm of our hands because our creative energy creates reality. Theirs doesn't, because man came with the curse of Cain, which is hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So Cain came in with this curse of hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. The female did not come in with this curse. So the female hears everything, sees everything, and speaks everything. This is why it was naturally going to form a matriarchy to balance the scales of the patriarchy, because they were cursed with Cain to hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So when you get mad about the Epstein files, don't get mad, be glad. Be glad about everything that's being exposed. That's the matriarchy taking over. No more dirty money. No more dirty money. Your money needs to be clean. It needs to be super clean, pristine clean. Nothing's going to survive outside of that, if you don't mind me saying. That's what I think.